of the Labonya Project, I take this opportunity to thank and feel gratitude towards the illustrator of this book of Tiny Tales, Anusuya Borah. Well, viewers, it's not easy to write a book. It's even more difficult when you write a story and then the stories have to be illustrated, and if the illustrations and the write-up doesn't match together or gel up together, then that becomes really difficult. But not in this case. Dear viewers, please welcome Anusuya Borah, who will be sharing with you her part of the story in contributing towards Tiny Tales, the storybook.
Thank you so much, Mia, for inviting me in this meet. And hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here. This is my first interview, or first meet. So yeah, I'm really excited. So what motivates me towards art? I'll just say, since my childhood, I was too much invested in art because it was just a way to express myself, all my thoughts, of course. When I was a very small kid, I'm still a kid, but still when I was very small. So, of course, at that time, no one of us had the strength of words and vocabulary. So all we have is a crayon or a paintbrush or something like that. So I always used to express myself, my stories or my emotion through arts. Whenever I not like someone or envy some people, I used to give them gifts, small cards. I used to make them small cards, drawing little. I doodle in the card and I'll just gift it to them. So that's a way of me expressing my love towards someone or my respect. So I used to love making gifts like that. So yeah, art have been with me throughout my whole life, I can say, and even as an adult and even in my teenagers. I used to love art because it was a way to vent my emotion, because during the teenage period we all went through so much emotional turbulence and whatnot. So art was the only way where I can vent out any emotion, either I'm happy or sad or anger or just confused. Yeah, art has always been my partner in that. Even I advise everyone I met or everyone I asked me for advice how to cope up with emotion and stuff. I always ask them to just pick up a paintbrush and draw. Pick up a page to draw, blank paper to draw anywhere, like on walls and everything. It's not a good thing. Yeah, it won't be good. So yeah, pick up a page or something and just draw it. It doesn't matter how you draw or you know the art technique or not. I don't know that much of art technique, and I'm just self-taught. And I think use art as in therapy. You can use it like a therapy. I think there are many therapy where you use different art forms just to calm yourself. So yeah, in a summarized way, I can say art has been my childhood companion, and when I was a little kid, a way to express myself, and again it was a way to express myself in my teenage time and in my early adulthood. It's a therapeutic way. It's a therapy for me. So yeah, it has always been with me. It was a dream come true to work with the Lavender Project on the Tiny Tales. I'll just tell you a story. Like when I was a little kid, again, I'll take you back to my childhood because this whole thing is connected with childhood, if I'm not wrong. So when I was a small kid, we all played that, right? We used to play the role play game, especially the girls, of course. The common game was the pretending to be, we have a house, we have a husband and everything. So there are guests in our house, or sometimes we just pretend that we have some occupation, like my cousin sister. Whenever we meet at our grandpa's house, we used to play games. Like she will just pretend that she's a doctor and I'll be her assistant and everything. Yeah, we used to play. So it's always been a game for me. Like I always want to be a comic writer. I used to draw stuff and I'll just pretend that I am a comic artist or a cartoon artist, and I'll just sketch up things. And because at the time I don't know how to write that much, I don't have that much of a vocabulary strength. So I used to just draw the stories. I don't know how I did it, but I just used to draw some. I just scribble some stories, and I used to pretend that yeah, now I'm going to a company and then I'm going to show my story, and then it get published and everything. So yeah, I have been playing this game when I was a child, and now you can see it became a reality, which is of course dream come true. I don't know how many people have that chance, but yeah, I'm more than happy because it was my dream to have my drawings and my art in somewhere where people can see, not just when I was a kid I used to force people to see my drawings, like just look at this, but now I don't have to force anyone. They are they are eagerly coming to see my drawings, and it means a lot to me. And working with the Lavender Project is so much nice in this tiny things because each and every story has its own characters, and I got the full-on freedom to create the characters. And me and man, yeah, we both we used to sit for like hours or something just to discuss the characters, because each and every character is special in their own way. So we used to discuss in our canteen and everywhere that how this will behave. And like, I know I have drawn the characters, I have drawn the scenarios, but in my mind I was so much invested while I was creating the characters. Like, even I know how they are going to sound. I know that's not possible to put it in a book, but yeah, I know how Sophie will talk and everyone, like how Deepu will say. I think I have all those, like they are connected to me when I was making them. So yeah, it was so fun, and it was so of course it was a dream come true. I was not even believing it that I had this copy in my hand when man mailed me this copy, and I just got it and I was like, oh my god, these are my real officially printed, not just some scribble on a bits and bits paper which I used to play when I was a child. And yeah, it was a very emotional moment, and also it was very overwhelming, and yeah, it was a dream come true. Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. I enjoyed it a lot. I got a platform to share myself, share my stories, connect with the audience, of course. So yeah, thank you so much for inviting me again. And I'm looking forward for people, liking this, because it was my dream to, people watching my stories and, connecting with them. I drew everything there. So please take a look. I'd love if, I hope people like it. I know they will like it. I put my all, everything here. So yeah, I wish everything.